DeLace Howard here on Third Movement. I'm doing a video. I'm actually at night in a parking lot doing this video at work. But this video is going to be called Jesus Christ versus Christianity. And the reason why I'm making this video, or the reason why I'm naming it this, give me a second. The reason why I'm naming it this is because we're seeing we're seeing something happen that it's happening now, but I think it's going to be more dangerous in the future. And that is, people are leaving Christ, especially little kids are leaving Christ because of the religious part of it, because of I guess you would say the dogma of it, the thing that you got to follow. So they live in Christianity because of this. And I'm of the mindset that we really need to give back giving Christ, giving the word of God, giving Jesus, not so much having people come in and saying that you have to follow this or you have to do that. Go be in that mindset of when Jesus say, if you bring them, I'll clean them, or if you get them, I'll clean them, or whatever the saying is. And I apologize for moving the camera so much, but this is becoming dangerous because religious is man getting to God. Christ is, he did it all for us so we can have a relationship with God. So it's Christ coming to us. It's God coming to us. That's who Christ is. But religion is man getting to God. And I want to talk about it. I want to talk about some of the issues, and then in this video series, I want to give some answers. I want to give some real answers to what I think we need to do to stop the mass leaving of people out of the faith. Now, we do know that's it's prophecy that people will leave the faith, but God also said in His Word that it's not His will that any shall be lacking Him, or any shall be away from Him, and that's hell, away from God for eternity. So let's get right into it. I read a story about how Christian kids are leaving Christ, are leaving their religion. And a lot of them say it's because, it's a lot of rules, and then half of the people don't follow the rules, so they can't take it serious. Half of it, the other half says that, they're just looking for something that's less controlling or whatever. And I really believe that we're teaching kids rules, and we're not teaching the commandments, because the commandments are not rules. The commandments are full with love. Commandments are to a society that you can't go around doing each other wrong, and that's love. See, we think love is when we can do whatever you want. When we allow you to do whatever you want, in America, we think that's love. When a person can say, you know what, if she loved me, man, she'll let me be who I am. Or if he loved me, man, he'll let me be who I am. And that's not love. Understand the 10 Commandments. Not one commandment up there is not filled with love. Thou shalt not kill. You don't want to kill people if you love them. Who wants to die because of somebody else being angry or upset? That's not love. There's no love. The command, thou shalt not kill, is a command full of love. Excuse me. And then honor thy mother and the father. That word honoring, it took a bad definition. I think we defined that in today's America, today's Christianity, wrong. That word honor means bring honor. Like, okay, back in the days, these men was so willing to die for their honor of their family. It was about, bringing good to their name, bringing good to the family name. Honor was when somebody said, man, you know what, his family must have, he must have had good parents because he's a good person, he's raised right, that was bringing honor to the family. Honoring your mother and father, it also means respect them. And I'm not telling you to go disrespect your parents, because it means respect them. But it also means when you get older, man, you got to make sure you live where you can honor your parents. It's more than just being respectful to your parents. It's also, when you get older, make sure your family have a great name. Make sure, whatever you're, everybody knows I'm DeLace Howard. My last name is Howard. I got to make sure that everybody knows that Howards are going to be, this name is going to be honored. My mom's last name is Howard. I got to make sure I honor that because I want people to look at her correctly. My grandfather, I want to honor him by living my life right. So it's twofold. It's more than just being respectful. It's also honoring them with the way you live when you get older. You know, we got to really get back to preaching that. But even in that, that's in love. You know, even with that, that's filled with love. I mean, like, we can go through the commandments all we want, and we can just figure out all of them is about love. So we miscuing the way we teaching the word of God. We doing what the Pharisees in Jesus' day did when they gave a bunch of rules that people couldn't reach. So Jesus came to say, you know what? I understand that you can't reach those rules, so I'm gonna die and be the sacrifice so you can reach those rules. So you can't get to God, because following a bunch of rules is not going to get you to God anymore. That's how they got to God back in the day. So a lot of people are leaving because of that aspect. And then also, you know, this whole, I think it's something going on in the church that we're not talking about. And that's people starting up churches and making it a Sunday, Wednesday thing. You don't heard me say it before, talk about the Sunday, Wednesday thing. When church becomes about 2 days in a week, the church is not in the community no more. That's where the church really needs to be. Before we open up walls, we need to be in the community before we open up the walls of a new church. Because I really do believe that we have to build new church. People are starting new churches, and I think that's a good thing. But, excuse me, I'm trying to make sure I have a good camera angle. But, you know, we got to make sure we in the community, make sure it's not about, you know, going to a service or going to a couple service, you know. I remember I grew up in a time where I grew up in a town that was small. And in this town, you know, when I grew up, it was still a lot of the old adage. And one of the things that I benefit from was going to church every day of the week. I mean, literally every day of the week. My mom was a choir director and a youth director at the church, so I was there like pretty much all the time. My sister, my brother, and I. So I could see ministry working. I could see when my mom was on the prayer team, she was going out at night. You know, leaving at 6 o'clock, we going there with her. We going to see. We had to sit in the car while she going to the house praying for people. We going from house to house, and we sit in the cars and we bonding while they was doing that. We dealt with that. That was church. It was my mom was in the community. We don't see that no more. People are not going to the community no more, and I think that's a big aspect of the church that's really missing. And I think people are say, okay, we go to church, and with this new I'm accustomed to calling it money gospel, but with this new I can't think of the original name for it, but where's you know, prosperity. There you go. The new prosperity gospel. It's about what you can give and not who you can help. And I think people generally want to get back to helping people. I think people want to get back to the word ministry as it's supposed to be, to go out there and minister to people, to go out there and minister the word of God. But when people bring in this new money gospel and make everything about money, people can see the legitness of it. People can see that it's not really real. You know, they can see that it's not what it's supposed to be. So, you know, we got the people, you know, we got the churches coming up with a lot of religion follows things that you got to follow. We have this new money gospel that says give, and not go minister. And then we have so we got a lot of things in the church that we're doing wrong that need to be fixed. And this video was just pointing out some of the things that's going on. Next video, we're going to be talking about how we can do what can we do to fix these issues. Because if you know me and you know my videos, I like to bring up issues, but I also like to give answers. And if I don't have answers, I ask you for the answer. But put in below your answers to some of these problems. What can we do to stop the people from leaving Christianity? What can we do to stop, you know, bailing people on Christianity and give people Christ? What can we do? Put your answers down below. Comment. Subscribe if you like. Subscribe for more videos. Like if you like these videos. We try to do videos. Everyone put out a video a day. Pray for the ministry. Pray for me as well. You know, you can't do this right here. You can't do this right here. Putting out, you know, God's words, or trying to help Christians, or try to build people for Jesus, and not get an attack from the enemy, you know. And I've been feeling all kinds of attacks, but you know, I refuse to, you know. This is my life. This is the way of life, you know. Whatever the enemy want to bring, he can bring. But I got a God. My God is bigger than anything he can bring, anything he can do. So like, subscribe. You know, I'm coming up with part 2. Thank you guys for watching. Sorry about the quality. It's night.